Go. Okay, guys, we're back at the loading bench. We've wrapped the version of Thursday Night Live.
There we go.
So now we're doing Thursday night on video.
Yeah, that's weird.
That don't sound right.
No, it doesn't.
But
You're
anyhow.
gonna have to think of a better catchphrase.
We're, like I told you up front, we're in the process of converting 375 Ruger to 416 Ruger. So what we do is we start with this 375 case. Okay, we'll make sure we've lubed it because our dyes are still not carbide, so we have to make sure we lube it good and it doesn't hang up in the dye.
What you doing over there? Because we can't see what you're doing. You're just gonna have
We're
to.
going to stick it right there in our press.
All right.
And make sure we're centered up. And, we're going to force that 375 in, and it's going to reform the case
That's just crazy.
to a 416. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to hand this to Georgie, and she has her rifle, and we're literally chamber checking the brass to make sure its headspace is right and fits in that rifle.
Yep.
As we load it.
There you
That one's
go.
all good.
And well,
Do we need to
she's yes, not right this second, but we will. And while she's doing that,
I'm gonna put this down.
I'm having an issue at this.
Okay, I'm back.
That goes in there. Now she adjust. Snap on if I get my big hands out of the way. Okay, so now we got to put some. Now we got to. We resized and checked all this brass. So now, dang it, I'm trying to stop breaking it because I'm bad about breaking stuff.
You need help?
Now we're going to get ready to prime it. So for what we're doing, we're going to need
Primers.
yeah, we're going to need a Magnum primer.
That's all I know.
I see small Magnum
Yeah,
primers.
that's all I see.
We got, let's just where to put them.
It's large Magnum. 350 large it's pistol. We need large rifle. Yeah, pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Large Magnum. No
Pistol.
pistol.
They're up here. This is where did I put them?
See the bolts. You found it? There we go.
Oh, those are 215s. Yeah, let's use those. Now, I am partial to the Federal 215 Magnum primer. It
Can you see that?
No, you'd have to bring it closer. And black out. You two. There they go. Okay,
So,
doesn't matter.
I'm-
You read it.
kind of partial to the 215s.
turn it upside down.
Well, we can't because there's some in here. Oh no.
Do you need the ones that are
There we
over?
go. Oh, they're purple. Isn't that cute?
Guys, this is Georgie's first experience with this.
Hold on, I haven't
don't-
laid them all down. With the purple. It's so cute.
Okay. Now, when they come into here,
Show
That's-
them to-
we want it purple side up.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're gonna take our case, slide it right into the shell holder, and we're gonna push that primer up in. Now, hold this. Let me show you something. What we don't ever want is a high primer. In other words, we do not want it sticking up above the rim. You should be able to feel it, feel the edges of the rim.
Okay.
The primer's kind of recessed down in there. Okay, that's perfect. That's what we're looking for.
Because the professional did it.
I don't know about all that, but this has been a great tool. This Lyman is a really nice hand primer for old guys like me that like to do it by hand.
Yep, this
So,
looks good.
you know, when you get that feel. So, just run through here and prime. Because I can only do one thing at a time since we only have one shell holder. I don't know how I only have one number 4 shell holder, but we only have one number 4 shell holder. And so anyway, we've done our research. We know we've reformed the cases. We started off by annealing the brass. Okay, you guys didn't get to see that, but we started off by annealing the brass before resizing. Then we brought it in, and as we showed you, resized it from 375 to 416. And before filming, I've already already checked everything with calipers. We've checked the trim tube length. We've checked the shoulder angle. All the different measurements, and they're clicking, and then we chamber check it. So we know that's good. Now we are going to get these primers put in, and then we will start powdering the cases and seating the bullet. And then once we get the load to the length and everything we want, we'll take that first cartridge, or maybe the first and second, and go to the test tank, and we will shoot at least one, and look at it for any pressure signs, any problems, anything that just don't look or feel right. And then once we're clear, once we see that and know what we got, lock in all of our settings, we will start making live ammo. And I'm sure Robert will be glad
Oh, I'm sure he will.
to get his hands on a little bit. This stuff is hard to find.
It is. We looked and
You know, our website's pulling out, probably 5 of the biggest warehouses in the country.
they
Or the
haven't
5
done-
biggest, probably. And, I found a little dab on gun broker, but
You
that
can't
scared
even.
me.
Oh,
And then I remember we were doing a project at some point with some shipping screw ups and so forth, and things getting to Memphis and not leaving. We got hard up for some bullets, and we needed them. Had to have them right then. We had ordered them in plenty of time. So I had some 375 Ruger ammo loaded with the bullet that we needed. And we came back here and we pulled the bullets out to use them in that project. And had these casings left, or had these cases left, a standard large rifle.
yeah.
Had the brass left. Unfortunately, you can't save the primer on it because you're having to full length resize and reform the case.
Yeah.
But it finally struck me the other day. Hey, we got that 375 brass sitting back there that we pulled the bullets out of. And I can make 416s out of that. So it just seemed like that was the thing to do. Find me a large rifle Magnum
That's what I'm looking for.
primers, because I gotta have some primers.
That's what I'm looking for. What's this on the deck down here? There we go.
Got 215s.
Yep.
Good deal. So, if you want to, like, cut occasionally,
You just tell me when.
because there's still a fair bit of this stuff
The
here.
purple.
Hey guys, we're back with you. We have resized and primed all of our available brass. We went ahead and set up the seating die in our RCBS Chargemaster 1500. Wonderful, wonderful tool. And,
What does that do? For those of us that, may not know.
It's an electronic powder measure with a built-in scale.
Okay.
So it's dispensing onto the scale, and it's weighing, and we can check our scales just like we would with manual scales. And it's a great tool and very precise. So now what we're doing is powdering, putting the powder in the cases, and we're topping them off with a Barnes 350 grain, I believe these are.
Box
TSX. So let's put this one together. We've dispensed the charge here. We're going to carefully dump our charge and make sure it's in the case. Okay. That's there. Put it in our press and cedar bullet. Press it down. Now let's just check this out. Eyeball says it's good, but let's see what the calipers say. The calipers say it's perfection.
What did he say?
So that's what we end up with. It started as a 375 Ruger,
Hold it up a little.
and we have reformed the case and set everything up, and we have now turned it into a nice, pretty 416. We did, I'll admit, we did go ahead and test one in the tank. A bit before we started the reloading this, because we didn't know how low it's going to be or anything else, but that's a nice blown out case. You can see everything's looking sharp. Very, very loud. Very, very loud.
Yes, it was very loud.
But you know, unleashing this, I don't like shooting big stuff like this a lot in the test tank, so we're not going to do it again. But maybe we'll have some range footage from Georgie Saturday or something.
I'll get Robert to
So
take her out.
416 Ruger. Interesting cartridge. Like I said, we're doing. I'll tell you what we're doing, since I know it's a very safe load. We're doing 82.5 grains of CFE 223. Is our powder, and we're using a, as I said, 350 grain Barnes TSX, and we're using our seating depth, or our overall cartridge length is 3.340. But we powdered that one up. Now we're gonna stick her in.
They can't see.
Oh, that's okay.
Press. Let's check it. Right where we want it. So it's we are going through chamber checking every round. We chamber check the brass. We chamber check the finished product, so there's no surprises.
All right.
And so we're just gonna stand here, and we're gonna keep doing this for a while. We're gonna make all that right there alive and well and kicking. And then I think Miss Georgie said tomorrow afternoon.
Friday. Bless you.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Oh yeah.
That she and Mr. Robert were having a date at their farm. Or her farm.
The farm.
The farm. Some farm. And they were going to shoot guns. Sounds like a great date to me, but anyway. Guys, thank y'all for tuning in. If you got any questions on reloading or comments, suggestions, anything like that, you know, if you want to see us try to make one cartridge from something else, or figure out that process, feel free, drop us a message. We like new challenges. We got a few runs coming up. We're gonna be doing a big run at 375 Raptor. So if any of you guys out there shooting that's gonna need any ammo or brass, get a hold of us. And something else. Oh, should be doing some right behind that big run. That big run's gonna take a while. 375 Raptor. We're gonna be doing 9x39. That should get real interesting.
That'll be fun.
And we'll be hopefully producing brass, making the brass and having it available for guys that want to load their own, as well as loaded ammunition. Because if y'all look in the thing up there, I've got 9x39 barrels and actions and bolt faces.
Oh.
Hmm.
That's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be real fun. That 286, the short stubby 286 grain subsonic bullet. That's gonna be fun. So guys, thank everybody that's watching the video. We hope you've enjoyed it. We hope maybe you learned something. Always be safe. And look,
I'd just like to say thank you.
You're most welcome. And thank Georgie too. We did a lot of research that wasn't done on film.
No, it wasn't.
We've done, we did a lot of homework leading up to getting here, and I'll tell you, like I told her, that homework can be the most important thing that you do. Because when things come up at the bench, the more you've studied, and the more you understand the cartridge and the powder and the bullets and their interaction, and the quicker you can answer those questions, and the safer you can answer those questions. So everybody have a great night or day or whenever you're watching this. Know that we appreciate you and hope to hear from you.